Hi, okay, so I'm making a video of the tomato garden I put in my backyard this year. So now I technically have two straw bale gardens, and this one is primarily tomatoes. We installed a new hydration system on a drip. So my husband built these, and we had to fence it off because we have Labrador puppies, and these are tomatoes, and puppies and tomato plants don't mix. So I'm letting myself into the gate, and what I did here was I created tomato tunnels. So of these 4 rows of tomatoes, the first 2 rows are Romas, because I love making sauces, and pasta sauce, tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, tomato jam, that type of thing. So in between the Romas, I have different herbs growing, basil, different things, different tomatoes. And as I come around back here, these other 2 rows have my indeterminates. So these are my hybrids. Nothing's ripe yet, but they're green and growing. Here's some chives, some more basil. Now on the tomato tunnels, they're sided up with cattle panels, so when you look down them, the tomatoes are supported on both sides. And I really first didn't think they would actually grow that tall, but I learned the hard way last summer. So these go up probably around 10 feet. Hopefully that's high enough. The determinants aren't going to get that tall, so theirs are lower. I have different things like Cherokee Purples, Black Prince, Mr. Stripey's, Red Beefsteak. So all of these yummy, delicious tomatoes are going to keep me busy canning this summer. I tie them up using some of the strands from previous years' straw bale, or strands, I mean the ties around the bales. And along this fence, there's enough space to put in a row to do a fall winter crop. I do have 1 bale here. I always seem to buy too many plants, so as I did this year, this one is catching some of the extras. So I have some yellow squashes coming out, and here I have a Japanese cucumber that was extra, and it's growing on the fence. This bin right here has 2nd and 3rd year straw in it, and so when this straw, 1st year straw, decomposes over the winter, you can then put it into a bin and recondition it a little bit and get it going. And so right now I've just put in some potatoes, some more basil. I love basil and basil pesto, and some thyme. And I actually have room to do some more if I want to add. So this is pretty much my tomato garden, and I'm going to head over now to my original garden, which is on the side of the property. So give me just a moment. Okay, so I've learned from my Straw Bale Facebook group how to make containers for the straw bale garden. So in these different rows, we have pallets that my friends have given me, and my husband and I ripped them in half, put them together, put some lattice caps on the end, and so these contain 2nd year straw in them. Some of them contain 1st year straw. I made cattle panel arches. And so going down the row here, I have some green beans from the Philippines, and those seeds are from 2 dear friends of mine, Rat and Linda, who gave them to me. So we're going to see how that turns out. Going down this row, we have some watermelon, some more herbs, some oreganos, all different kinds of peppers. I've got salsa peppers, poblano peppers, hot peppers, red peppers, banana peppers, some jalapeno peppers. And this next row, I have some Japanese cucumbers. So I took a cattle panel and put it at an angle at the base of the, starting from the container on up, so that way when they grow and the cukes come through, they're kind of all hanging nice and neat and easy to pick. At least that's the goal. So I have some in here somewhere. There's one. I have several in the house. This has just been very prolific. There's a cattle panel. Another friend of mine, I had house sit. She's helped me to keep things contained. And some parsley down here. Some herbs are interspersed throughout the plants. I have a volunteer watermelon on the ground. Here are some different cherry tomato varieties that are growing up in the middle between the cattle panels, and you can see they're already taller than I am. So down this aisle we have some more watermelon. On this side I am growing some spaghetti squash and mixed in with beans. I was a little short on space. I can never seem to learn that lesson not to plant too much. And I'm battling, my third year battling the squash bugs and squash vine borers. Knock on wood, hopefully I'm doing okay this time. This is zucchini. I'm waiting to have some, I may have to hand pollinate that one. And some more peppers, and this watermelon has completely taken over. So, but in this one I have some second and third year straw, and there are some potatoes buried in there someplace. My extras are growing over in the ground, some squash and zucchinis, and some sunflowers that are coming up. Some more peppers, banana peppers, and clearly you can see the things that are in the ground aren't nearly as large, although I have to say those squashes are doing well. But anyway, that's my garden. I try to do most things organic, and definitely pesticides is an organic process for me. So that's it for now. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks.